And honestly, I could go back and do it again. I would consider it. What is up, y'all? Welcome back to my channel. Welcome if you're new. First things first, before I get started with this video, I want to go ahead and thank all 10,000 subscribers that have subscribed to me. We finally hit 10K. I am like overfilled with joy. So happy about this milestone. And so if you're new here, I encourage you to join the crew. We are 10,000 now. Oh my god, that is so exciting. But yeah, back to the video now. As you could tell by the title, we are officially 1 year post-op. Technically, as of right now, and like when I'll upload this video, it's gonna be like a year and 2 months post-op. But y'all get the point. This time like flew by. I feel like they're still brand new. I mean, a year is not that long, but it really feels like I just got it done like 2 months ago. Before we get started, I just want to go ahead and get, I guess, all the like details / frequently asked questions out the way. I do have a whole playlist dedicated to my breast augmentation journey that I will have down in the description box below, linked. It goes really into detail. I believe I do like a 4-month post-op, 6 months. Actually, let me check. Love you. I wish I could sing. If I could sing, y'all would be sick of me. So yeah, I do like my announcement of like I'm getting my breast augmentation and like my consultation and all that. My preparation for it, I do the breast augmentation surgery day plus 1 week post-op. I'll do a 4th month update and then a 6-month update, and now I'm doing 1 year. This is probably gonna be my last like update because I feel like not much has changed from my 6 months except for like one thing, which obviously I'll talk about, and I feel like nothing major is gonna change from here on out. So yeah, I recommend watching those if you haven't already before you watch this one, because I do go more in depth in those and give answers to questions that you might have. But I'll go ahead and list off like the common frequently asked questions, I guess, or just like all the details behind my surgery. So I got it done February 2nd of 2022. I went to Dr. Sacha Obaid at North Texas Plastic Surgery, which is located in Dallas. I got 440 cc's, a smooth, round, and high profile. I did under the muscle. The implant that I got, not many people ask this, but I like to just put it out there just in case if anybody was wondering, is Sientra, the HSC Plus. They have HSC and then HSC Plus, which is a little bit firmer. They kind of like just hold their shape and like kind of height better, or like the cleavage area, like it holds. Like I could take this corset off and it would look the same as like with the corset. So if you don't really want like that plastic fake look, you probably are better off with the HSC. My implants are silicone, and then I am 5'2" and I weigh between like 125 to 128. I'll fluctuate, but that's basically my stats. And I don't know my actual cup size. Like I've never went to go get measured. And now, I don't know, I would say I'm like a D, maybe like a small D or a regular D. I don't really know. I haven't worn like a regular bra. Like I have sports bras and bralettes, but as far as like an actual measured cup bra, I don't wear them at all. Another frequently asked question is how soon after my surgery was I able to work out? And I personally started working out after 8 weeks. That's when I was cleared, but that's also like when my body was okay. I started going around 4 weeks to like cardio and super light leg days, but honestly my body still felt super weird. Even doing squats with just the bar, I still kind of felt the tension on my chest area. So I waited till I was cleared at 8 weeks and I tried again, and then that's when I realized like, okay, it feels a little bit better. And then by 10 weeks, I will say everything was like back to normal. Now I did a little Q&A on my Instagram to get questions to answer for you guys in this video. So I have them on my phone now and I'm gonna go over them. Somebody asked, do you feel like your boobs are any different in size after a year to settle? So basically from when I first got them done to now, do I notice if they're bigger or smaller? I will say they're about the same size. I know there's certain people that say they kind of shrink afterwards, all the swelling goes down all the way. I personally feel like mine look the same. All right, next question is, how are your scars? Did you do anything special for them? So you're supposed to obviously apply like scar cream or gel or any oil to try to help with the scarring. I, unfortunately, when it comes to that, am a little bit irresponsible. Not proud of it, but I started strong a little bit at the beginning, like the first couple of weeks. And then after that, I just did not. I don't know if that's the cause of why they're still kind of prominent. I personally thought they were going to be a lot lighter than what they are now, even without me doing anything, because I heal pretty easy. Even like my tattoos, any piercings that I get. I've had my nose done before, and even like the little incision right here is like basically gone, and it healed well, and I didn't do anything for that. So I don't know if it's just because the skin and the tissue of the breast that maybe heal a little bit different. But yeah, I do not like my scars at all. I'll go ahead and insert a picture now of what they look like when I first, I guess, the little purple gel glue thing, the tape thing, I don't know what it's actually called, that they put in place, fell off. And then this is a picture of them. I'll actually take a picture right after this video, so of them today. And as you can see, obviously it's better, but it's still a very prominent scar. But yeah, I'm not exactly like too happy about the scarring, but it's just, you know, the name of the game. If that's the price I have to pay to have my boobs, then so be it. All right, let's move along to the next question. Would you stick with the implant style of high profile or switch if you could? This is actually a really good question because I didn't think about it until until I got asked this question. And honestly, if I could go back and do it again, I would consider getting moderate instead of high profile, just because sometimes it's a bit much. More so like in the gym. I'm definitely the type of girl that I just like wearing a sports bra to the gym, or even if I have like a pump cover or something, I take it off and then I'm just in a sports bra. And in the gym, it's just kind of, there's a time and place for everything. If I'm in a bikini or if I'm going out to dinner or whatever, I want to wear a corset like this, something like that, then yeah, the big boobs, a hit, love them. But in the gym, you know, it just kind of like over sexualizes my gym outfits, so to speak, or even certain clothes. If I want to be chill and just wear a crop top, like now it's more sexualized, if that makes sense, because of my boobs than if I didn't when I like had nothing. So that's, I guess, the only thing that would make me do moderate, so that way they just, I mean, they would still be the same size, but obviously from the side they just wouldn't protrude as much, if that makes sense. I wouldn't say I regret it, but it's something that I would have looked more into, because from day one I really didn't look at another profile. I was just like, yeah, I know I want high profile, and then my doctor recommended high profile, so I was like, yeah, didn't even bother looking at any of the other profiles or doing research between how the two styles would look on me. Alright, moving on. Is yours installed under or on top of the muscle? So like I mentioned, mine is under the muscle. Okay, next question. Were you in a lot of pain after your surgery? If so, how long did it last? So I thank the boob gods that I had the easiest recovery probably known to date. Like, I am willing to bet on it that I for sure had the easiest, smoothest recovery ever. I, like I've mentioned, recovered completely by myself. I got dropped off at my apartment after surgery, and it was just me and the pain meds and some TV and laying down and chilling, and that's it for my entire recovery process. I will say I did take the pain meds for the first 3 days, and I'm sure like that helped a ton with, I guess, subsiding the pain if there was any, but I did not experience pain at all, honestly. Like it would be like a little bit of awkward feeling and a little bit of pressure the first couple of days, but as far as like actual pain, and like I could drive by day like 3 or 4. I could wash my hair myself just fine. I mean, I didn't have to because I had braids, so I think I didn't wash my hair until like a week after my surgery or around like that time. But I was able to like reach up into cabinets, the microwave, stuff like that just fine. But everybody's different. I really don't know what goes. I can't even say like it's the doctor or like I don't know what plays a part. I think it's really just on your body and kind of how it reacts and handles the surgery, if that makes sense. Do you feel like any difference in your health? I want a boob job so bad, but I'm so scared of getting sick. So that was by far my biggest fear. I wouldn't even say my biggest, that was my only fear. I wasn't scared of the surgery, of like the recovery, nothing. I was literally only scared of having like implant illness because I feel like it's so common now. But yeah, I've had like no health implications. I don't feel more tired. I haven't lost or gained weight, which I know like is some of like the most common symptoms of like when people start realizing like, hold on, something might be wrong here. That was my only fear, and that's just kind of like a risk that you have to assess yourself, like if you feel like it's worth it or not to you, because at the end of the day, like if it does affect, then you're gonna have to pay again to like have them removed, you know? So it's like also if financially you're able to have that risk of, if I do get sick, am I able to afford the things to get them removed, or you know, if you have health insurance, and that I believe that covers it. But yeah, I feel fine. I was scared though. The only thing that I was scared of. What size do you wear in tops now? So I actually wear the same size in everything. I was a small in shirts before. I'm still a small. Some shirts, more so with sports bras. Depending on the coverage, I might have to go up to a medium, or like if it's too tight on like my back area, I size up. So luckily I didn't have to buy like new tops, new shirts, bikinis and stuff like that. And then the last question is, did you get any stretch marks? So I did not. I feel like my skin has a pretty good like elasticity. Is that what it's called? Elasticity? Yeah, I think so. Sorry, bear with me. English is not my first language. Although I went big, like it wasn't that drastically big to where like my skin needed to make so much room, because although I really didn't have like that much boob beforehand, I still had a little bit. So it was just kind of filling in that pocket, if that makes sense. I don't know. And I did apply, although I wasn't applying bio oil to my scar, I did apply bio oil kind of like in this top area, mainly like if I was in bikinis or in shirts with low cut, just because the oil like looked good on my skin. Like I just looked really hydrated and glowy and nice. So I did it more for aesthetics, but it also, I feel like, helped with avoiding stretch marks if any were gonna come. So that is it for the questions. As far as update, the only update that I really have from like my 6-month post-op to like 1-year post-op is that now they're definitely like soft and like, not to like sound dirty I guess, but squishable, and just feel a lot more natural than they did the first couple months, or honestly the first 6 months, because even at 6 months I feel like they were a little hard. Now I like to think that they feel pretty natural. Like obviously there's still an implant in there, but they're a lot softer. So that I feel like took the full year. Everybody's timeline will be probably a little bit different, but this is kind of how my timeline went. After the first month, they kind of like dropped and didn't look so boxy for me. Like they were still high, but they didn't look like 2 bricks on my chest. Month 3 and 4, like well, I got them done February, and then May timeframe. I think May was like probably my best boob month in this journey, and probably the best like boob month of my life. I feel like they were at the perfect ratio of still being fresh and new and kind of high, but like dropped just enough that they didn't look so fresh and new at the same time. Like it was just, I don't know, it was like prime boob month. So that was like month 3/4 for me. And then after that, I think around month 6, they dropped a little bit more. They still obviously were round, but they dropped a little bit more. And then they kind of kept that same shape that they've had from month 6 to now. Now they're just softer. Other than that, everything has really been the same. No big changes, but I will say it does take a full year to fully like settle into place. But they'll start looking presentable like after a month or two where they don't look so like fresh off the surgery table. Overall, I'm still super happy with my decision, super happy that I got them done and the size that I went with. Looking back, I know in my previous videos, I was like, oh, I kind of wish I would have done 500. No, I'm really happy that I stuck with 440. I'm definitely not the type to like push plastic surgery on anybody. My videos are just informational for people who are curious or want to know more, and just sharing my personal experience that I don't regret it. If you do it for the right reasons, like you do it for yourself because you want it and it's gonna make you feel better, then I say absolutely go for it. But if you're doing it because you feel like society wants you to have big boobs, or because of a guy that likes big boobs, or whatever it might be, like if it's not for the right reasons because you want them and you are gonna be happy having them every day until, you know, either you pass away or you have surgery to remove them, do not get them. But yeah, guys, that is all for this video. I didn't want to make it like too long or blab about stuff that I already have mentioned in my previous videos. So I'm gonna go ahead and wrap this video up now. Can't believe my girlies turned 1 already, as well as I hit 10K on YouTube. I need to have like a little candle and a cupcake so I can like blow it out. Actually, hold on. Okay, so I don't have cupcake, ouch. I don't have like the type of candle that we thought I was about to pull out. So we're just gonna do a regular candle and just celebrate the fact that I hit 10K and my girl's birthday, okay? Oh. That was for the 10K, now this is for the birthday. There we go. But all right, y'all, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. As always, you guys already know you could either DM me on Instagram or go ahead and drop it down in the comments below if you have any questions. As always, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, and I'll catch you guys in my next video.